In this video, we will discuss Paul Crutzen's essay, Geology of Mankind. For the last 300 years, humans have been causing significant changes to the Earth's environment. This is mainly due to the extra carbon dioxide we release into the air. This is making the Earth's climate behave differently than it naturally would, and it is likely to keep doing so for thousands of years. We now call this time the Anthropocene, which means period where humans have a big influence on the earth. This is alongside the Holocene, which was a warm period for the past 10,000 to 12,000 years. The Anthropocene really got going in the late 1700s. This is when scientists found proof in ice from the polar regions that the levels of carbon dioxide and methane in the world were starting to go up. This time also lines up with James Watt made the first steam engine in 1784. People realized a long time ago that we were changing the environment. In 1873, an Italian scientist named Antonio Stoppani talked about a powerful new force on Earth, like the big natural forces, and he called it the Anthropozoic era. Then in 1926, a scientist named V.I. Vernadsky said that humans were having a bigger and bigger impact on the world. He said that evolution was heading towards more thinking and awareness, and living things have a bigger influence on their surroundings. Teilhard de Chardin and Vernadsky used the word noosphere to talk about the world of thoughts, showing how human brains are becoming more important in shaping our future and the environment. Over the past few centuries, the number of people on Earth has grown very quickly, and each person is using up more of the Earth's resources. The human population has gone from a small number to over 6 billion, and it is predicted to reach 10 billion in this century. There are now 1.4 billion cows which produce a lot of methane gas. Around 30 to 50% of the Earth's land is being used by people for various things. We are losing tropical rainforests very quickly, which releases a lot of carbon dioxide and causes many species of plants and animals to disappear forever. People are building dams and changing the courses of rivers a lot. More than half of all the easily reachable freshwater is being used by humans. In the oceans, fishing is taking away more than a quarter of the basic food supply in certain areas, and even more in some parts of the ocean. The use of energy has grown 16 times in the 1900s, which leads to a lot of sulfur dioxide going into the air, causing problems. In farming, more man-made fertilizers are used than what nature provides on its own. Burning fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas, and plants also makes more nitric oxide gas than what's natural. This, along with farming, has led to much higher levels of greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide has gone up by 30% and methane has more than doubled. These are the highest levels in 400,000 years, and they are going to keep going up. So far, only about 25% of the world's population is responsible for most of these changes. The results of all this are things like acid rain, smog that's harmful to breathe, and Earth getting warmer. According to the most recent estimates from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climatic Change, the Earth's temperature is likely to go up by somewhere between 1.4 to 5.8 degrees Celsius in this century. A lot of harmful substances are let out into the environment, some of which are really damaging, even if they are not toxic in the usual sense. For example, there were chemicals called chlorofluorocarbons that caused a hole in the protective layer of the Earth's atmosphere over Antarctica, known as the ozone hole. We have started regulating these chemicals now. If things had gone a bit differently and another chemical like bromine had acted like chlorine, then this hole would have been a problem all around the world all year long, but luckily that did not happen. Unless something really big and bad happens, like a huge asteroid hitting Earth, a major world war, or a very serious pandemic, humans are going to keep being a major force affecting the environment for a very long time. It is going to be a big challenge for scientists and engineers to help society take care of the earth in a way that can last during this new period called the Anthropocene. This means we'll need people to act in the right way at all levels, from individuals to countries. It may also involve some really big projects on a global scale, like finding ways to control the climate. But right now, we are still figuring out a lot of this new territory.